Hello, boys and girls. So today our read aloud that we are going to be listening to is Pete the Cat, Pete's Big Lunch. Now, in this story, we're going to be asking some question words. We're going to be asking for this page right here, our question words: who, what, when, and where. Okay, so as we read the story and as you listen, I'm going to stop and we're going to think about those question words. Here we go. Oh, look, what's Pete thinking about? Here comes Pete. Lunch. He's got his watch on. Do you have a watch? It is lunchtime. Pete is ready to eat. Wonder what's for lunch. What should Pete eat? A sandwich would be nice. Okay, so boys and girls, if we are thinking about who is in this story, who do you think? I think maybe this friend right here, Pete the cat. He's who the story is about. Yes, Pete wants a sandwich. Pete opens the fridge. He takes out a loaf of bread. He finds a yummy fish. Who likes fish sandwiches? He adds tomato and mayo. So let's see. Our who is Pete the cat. What is he doing? It looks to me like he is making lunch. Okay, so that could be our what. What is Pete doing? He's making lunch. Pete looks at his sandwich. It is too small. Something is missing. Pete knows what it is. His sandwich needs an apple. Pete loves apples. So let's see. He has his bread, his fish, his mayo, a tomato, and an apple. His sandwich needs crackers. Crackers are crunchy. Pete loves crunchy crackers. Pete looks at his sandwich again. It is still too small. Pete is very hungry. Pete adds a pickle. Pete adds cheese. Pete adds an egg, 2 hot dogs, a banana, and a can of beans. This is sounding like a pretty crazy sandwich. Something is missing. Pete adds ice cream. He takes 3 huge scoops. Pete's sandwich is too big for Pete to eat. Pete wonders what to do. Pete thinks and thinks. I've got it, Pete says. Pete calls all his friends. He asks them to come over. Everyone goes to Pete's house. They are all very hungry. Do you think Pete has enough food for all of those friends? Pete shows them his big lunch. Are you hungry? Asks Pete. Pete's sandwich is big enough for everyone. Dig in, says Pete. Pete's sandwich is good. Pete's sandwich is very good. Look at all his friends. They look pretty happy. Pete's sandwich is all gone. Pete's friends are full. They liked Pete's big lunch. Thanks for lunch, Pete's friends say. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, Pete says. Sharing is cool. All right, I'm going to make my picture a little bit bigger now. Now, let's look at this page, okay? It says who. Who is in this story? I think Pete the cat is in this story, so you can draw a picture of Pete, okay? And then I want you to try to sound out that word, label it. At. I bet you can write that word. It says what? What was Pete doing? Remember we said that he was eating lunch. When was he doing it? When is lunchtime? When do you eat lunch? You're going to draw that here. And where? Where was Pete at? Was he at the beach? No. Was he at school? No. He was at home. Okay, so you're going to draw a picture of that. So this is your story for this page. And whenever we read stories, we want to think about who's in the story, what are they doing, when are they doing it, and where they are. Those are our 4W question words that we like to use when we're reading stories. All right, boys and girls, have fun.